Aster leads Hyperliquid in revenue as DEX war heats up. Crypto Daybook Americas. Your day ahead look for September 24, 2025. By Omkar Godbole. All times ET unless indicated otherwise. BTC $113.087.25 rebounded from Asian session lows of $111,000 to $112,800, repeating a pattern seen on Tuesday. However, the token remains below its 50 and 100-day simple moving averages, SMAs, with liquidity analysis and retail crowd sentiment signaling a potential for a deeper pullback. The CoinDesk 20 index was down 0.7% over the past 24 hours, standing at 4,027. Two notable developments have emerged. The competition between on-chain decentralized exchanges Hyperliquid and Aster has intensified, with Aster surpassing Hyperliquid in daily revenue. According to DefiLlama, Aster generated $7.2 million in revenue in the past 24 hours compared to Hyperliquid's $2.79 million. This divergence is also reflected in their native tokens. ASTR's market cap has soared from $931 million to $3.74 billion in 7 days, while Hype's market cap has dropped from $14.88 billion to $11.73 billion. ASTR has surged 37% over 24 hours, the best performance among the top 100 tokens by market cap, whereas Hype ranked among the worst performers. In recent months, Hyperliquid has lost market share to competitors like Aster and Lighter, making this an area investors should watch closely. Meanwhile, data from CryptoRank shows Solana's launchpad activity has sharply declined, with combined volume hitting a 4-month low of $117 million. Active wallets have fallen below 100,000, and daily token project graduates, projects that have successfully completed their initial fundraising or token sale phases and moved on to public trading, have dropped to just 88, indicating reduced user engagement and fewer new launches. Jeff Dorman, Chief Investment Officer at Arca, challenged the idea of a broad crypto bull market, emphasizing that the 2025 rally is narrow and selective, focused on certain coins backed by exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and digital asset trusts, DATs, such as BTC, ETH, and SOL. In traditional markets, the US dollar rose 0.4%, likely influenced by Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's cautious remarks on rate cuts earlier in the week. Nasdaq futures showed gains, offering risk-on cues to the crypto market. Stay alert. Crypto treasury companies. Spot BTC ETFs. Spot ETH ETFs. Source, Farside Investors. Crypto September 24, 9 a.m. DefiLlama, the nonprofit behind ICP $4.3810, holds its Internet Identity 2.0 AMA and Team Update event, unveiling its self-sovereign login solution. September 24, Hedera, HBAR, mainnet upgrade, release version 0.65. Macro September 24, 10 a.m. U.S. August new home sales estate 0.65 m. Earnings. Estimates based on FactSet data, none scheduled. September 24th, 9 a.m. DefiLlama, the nonprofit behind ICP $4.3810, holds its Internet Identity 2.0 AMA and Team Update event, unveiling its self-sovereign login solution. September 24, Hedera, HBAR, mainnet upgrade, release version 0.65. September 24th, 10 a.m. U.S. August new home sales estate 0.65 m. None scheduled. Governance votes and calls none. Unlock September 25. Venom $0.1375 to unlock 2.28% of its release supply worth $7.98 million. Token launches September 24. Griffin AI, gain. To list on KuCoin and Gate.io September 24. PYUSD $0.9996 to list on BTSE. September 24. USD $1.0011 to list on BTSE. September 24. Aster, to list on KuCoin, none. September 25th. Venom $0.1375 to unlock 2.28% of its release supply, worth $7.98 million. September 24th. Griffin AI, gain. To list on KuCoin and Gate.io September 24. PYUSD $0.9996 to list on BTSE. September 24. USD $1.0011 to list on BTSE. September 24. ASTR to list on KuCoin. Day 2 of 2. Korea Blockchain Week 2025. Impact Conference, Seoul. Day 2 of 3. Blockchain Real Estate Summit, virtual. September 24th. Bitcoin Palooza, New York, September 24th. FinTech Revolution Summit Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, September 24th. Global Blockchain and Crypto Symposium 2025, London, Day 1 of 2. Connected Britain 2025, London, Day 1 of 2. ETH Sofia, Bulgaria, Day 1 of 2. Nordic FinTech Week, Copenhagen, Denmark. MetaMask token hype builds, while Aster open positions surge 46%. Crypto markets today. BTC is up 0.66% from 4 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday at $112,769.17. 24 hours. Minus 0.24%. ETH is up 0.14% at $4,183.16. 24 hours. Minus 0.39%. CoinDesk 20 is up 0.18% at 4,034.77. 24 hours. Minus 0.62%. Ether CSR composite staking rate is down 5 BPS at 2.85%. BTC funding rate is at 0.0071%. 7.7668% annualized. On Binance DXY is up 0.32% at 97.57. Gold futures are down 0.34% at $3.802.60. Silver futures are down 0.48% at $44.40. Nikkei 225 closed up 0.3% at 45,630.31. Hang Seng closed up 1.37% at 26,518.65. FTSE is down 0.12% at €9,212.27. Stocks 50 is down 0.14% at 5,464.60. DJIA closed on Tuesday down 0.19% at 46,292.78. S&P 500 closed down 0.55% at 6,656.92. Nasdaq Composite closed down 0.95% at 22,573.47. S&P/TSX Composite closed down 0.48% at 29,815.63. S&P 40 Latin America closed up 1.17% at 2,957.33. U.S. 10-year Treasury rate is down 1 BPS at 4.108%. E-mini S&P 500 futures are up 0.17% at 6,726.25. E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures are up 0.31% at 24,905.00. E-mini Dow Jones Industrial Average Index are unchanged at 46,654.00. BTC dominance 58.47%, minus 0.04%. Ether Bitcoin ratio 0.03708, minus 0.28%. Hash rate 7-day moving average 1063 EH/S. Hash price spot $50.01. Total fees 2.79 BTC/$314. 619 CME futures open interest 142.21K. BTC priced in gold 29.9 ounce. BTC versus gold market cap 8.38%. XRP's daily chart shows that sellers once again failed to establish a foothold below $2.70 on Tuesday. The level has emerged as strong support over the past 2 months. Therefore, a potential break below the same could see more selling by holders. deepening the sell-off. Coinbase Global, coin closed on Tuesday at $320.07, minus 3.58%, plus 1.12% at $323.64 in pre-market Circle Internet. CRCL closed at $130.97, minus 4.85%, plus 2.92% at $134.80. Galaxy Digital. GLXY closed at $33.14, minus 1.63%, plus 1.39% at $33.60. Bullish. BLSH closed at $69.49, plus 0.58%, plus 0.73% at $70. Mara Holdings. Mara closed at $17.71, minus 3.49%, plus 1.3% at $17.94. Riot Platforms. Riot closed at $17.07, minus 2.46%, plus 2.64% at $17.52. Core Scientific. CORZ closed at $17, minus 0.99%, unchanged in pre-market. CleanSpark. CLSK closed at $13.91, plus 1.24%, plus 2.01% at $14.19. CoinShares. Valkyrie Bitcoin Miners ETF. WGMI closed at $42.90, minus 2.43%. Exodus Movement. EXOD closed at $28.55, minus 3.84%, plus 1.58% at $29. Strategy. MSTR closed at $327.78, minus 2.43%, plus 1.25% at $331.88. Semler Scientific. SMLR closed at $32.66, plus 1.87%, unchanged in pre-market. SharpLink Gaming. SBET closed at $17.01, plus 2.41%, minus 0.41% at $16.94. Upexi. UPXI closed at $6.17, plus 1.65%, minus 1.46% at $6.08. Light Strategy. LITS closed at $2.63, plus 1.94%. Daily net flows. Minus $103.80 million. Cumulative net flows. $57.21 billion. Total BTC holdings 1.32 million. Daily net flows. Minus $140.80 million. Cumulative net flows. $13.72 billion. Total ETH holdings 6.62 million. Bitcoin by the dip calls surge, but liquidity trends point to $107,000 as potential magnet. CoinDesk. Despite rising by the dip chatter, analysts warn Bitcoin may drift toward $107,000, where a major liquidity cluster sits, after losing support at key moving averages. Ripple. Securitize bring release to BlackRock and VanEck tokenized funds. CoinDesk. Ripple's stablecoin will serve as a 24/7 redemption bridge for BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBIL tokenized funds, with swaps enabled through securitized smart contracts. Elliptic lands HSBC investment, extending big bank backing in blockchain analytics. CoinDesk. HSBC's financial crime chief will join Elliptic's board as the bank invests in the London-based firm to fund hiring and expansion amid rising demand for digital asset risk monitoring tools. Trump, in rhetorical shift, says Ukraine can retake all its land. Reuters. Trump said on Truth Social after meeting Zelensky at the UN on Tuesday that Ukraine could reclaim all occupied land, though U.S. policy remains unchanged.